So, good evening guys, welcome to OTL Season 2, Round 7, Bahrain. I'm joined as always with Jensen. Good evening, sir. Sorry for the clash of voices there, I was just muting off the stream audio so I could see chat. How are we this evening, Jensen?
Good, as always.
Yes, excited for our Monday ahead.
Yeah, Bahrain doubleheader coming up for OTL as well.
Yes, so what Jensen has touched on there, we will just, I think it's best to give anybody watching a little run over of what the plan is. So, Bahrain full circuit this weekend into a Bahrain short next Monday. But instead of qualifying next Monday, the short race will be run on a reverse grid basis of the full grid from this evening's racing. So, those who retire or DNF through their own fault will not be included in the reverse grid. If you're taken out, that will be looked at through instance and obviously reinstated where necessary. And otherwise, if there is 14 drivers on track and you're 14th, you will start P1 next week, 15th. It'll be P1 next week. As long as you're last and see the checkered flag, you will take pole for next week. So, ISRL Chris, good evening. Zero, good evening. Mikey, evening. F1 Racing, says good luck to all. SPW, good evening. So Jensen, Bahrain, a track firmly dominated by the controller freaks.
Let's say so, yeah. Maybe the ABS freaks as well.
Yes.
I know it's a very interesting one, Bahrain. Traction is very difficult, very low speed, and of course high undulated corners as well. So it's a very tricky one.
Yes, I actually done some running this afternoon just to. Although we've anybody watching probably knows we're all F1 lovers at Bahrain is this weekend, but sometimes it's better to understand the track if you're actually on the track, although it's in a game and probably not quite as similar as it should be. It's close enough. So, Jensen, let's get right into the thick of things. Strategy. What do you think? I don't think we'll see any guys see the medium tyre through. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's much advantage to the medium today, is there?
Yeah, I think it's over the course of the game, I think it's been differentiating like in between mediums to hards, soft to hards. It's been close between those two strats. So I think the final strat that's come to be the best one, in my opinion, is the soft to hard for qualifying and race pace.
Yeah, to kind of, because Bahrain, although it looks a very open circuit, which we can see when you look at the track map, it's not easy to get overtakes done here. It's very easy to get caught up in a DRS train and just go absolutely nowhere. So track position does come quite critical.
Oh,
and Zero joins, so he gets in.
Tonight. This is going to be interesting tonight.
Yes, we are set for a good one.
It's going to be a big one, in my opinion.
Some guys all out, thick and fast. There's a plethora of medium runners. I think they're just about split. Well, there's eight runners on the medium so far, and the rest on the softs.
I think we should jump on board with McLaren. Matterman's just starting a lap right now.
We will go to him. So you wanted to go through one, Jensen?
Okay, so coming to turn 1, you want to brake as soon as you meet the curb. Don't want to take too much of the inside curve in turn 1. Take as much as you can turn 2 and the exit turn 3. Of course, you've got the DRS soon coming up into turn 4, a very tricky one. Use as much as the track as you can, and not taking too much out of 5. And you're coming into 6 and 7, a very tricky right and left into 8 on another tricky braking zone. Just before turn 9 and 10, which is a very easy one to ruin laps, and Matterman gets that bang on, on those medium tyres. And now he's coming to the second half of this lap. Into 11. A long left-hand corner traction zone. Very, very long. You can't really simply get on the power. He's going through 12 flat out into 13. Very easy corner to lose the back end. And come into the final corner. He's going to use as much of the left hand side as possible. Do not take too much curb and do not take too much on the exit as well. Out of 14 and 15. Across the line, a decent banker lap from Matterman to open up the session.
So, Matterman set a pace of 27.1 on the medium tyre, but then we have Sebo coming in on a 27.0 and then Mike. First strike probably on the soft compound, 25.2 for Michael on the board.
Banker.
And that is a great lap to get on the board. First, I think he'll be very happy with that, and he should be.
He's chasing the 24s.
Yellow flag, sector 2, I think that's maybe just a car getting out the way. Kristaps slots in there on a 26.3, 25.5 for F. Lewis. So F. Lewis is a driver that we've spoke about recently, and oh, that's not going to be good there, Kristaps and F. Lewis. I think F. Lewis was an in lap now anyway. F. Lewis has showed really good potential. Maybe just had some incidents early doors in races and have not played out. We've seen that one great race back in Baku, is that right?
I think Monaco.
Monaco?
It was,
yeah. Did they finish in the podium? Was it Monaco? Yeah.
Yeah, it was P2 finish, yeah.
And he's maybe just not yielded the best results he could have since then.
Maggi just gone up to a P3. Yeah, I think we saw a lot from him in Monaco, and I'd say so in the other tracks, but he's just had the best run of luck. Can't say, hopefully he can come back from it. It looks like he's got a strong pace tonight as well. And
Senna says, what about this reverse grid? Sorry, Jensen. So, Senna, to put you in perspective, this is Bahrain full this week, Monday, and then Bahrain short next Monday. The finishing order from today's race, as long as you see the checkered flag, will be a reverse grid come next Monday. So, if there's 17 running drivers that see the checkered flag, P17 will be P1 next week, P16 2, P15 third, P14 fifth, fourth, etc, etc. I hope that makes you understand a little bit better. If you retire in the race, unless you're taken out, obviously if you're retired in an incident that's not your fault, which would be looked at with the stewards anyway, then your reverse grid position will probably be reinstated. But if you just retire into the wall on your own accord, then you will not be in the reverse grid situation for next week, which I think is only fair.
Yeah.
As Ranger slots in P11, 27.5. Good evening, Laser. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us this evening. Nelly, I will get on board.
A mid 26. Not too bad for mediums.
So you think he'll stay, or do you think... See, Nelly, when he does a medium run here, he tends to be a driver that commits. He's not one really for bluffing his runs, or doing an unnecessary tyre run that's not needed, so that could be interesting for Nelly. He maybe likes the medium to hard strap better. Pele coming up to the last sector. But interesting to see where he goes. Sebo goes as a 27.0, improved a little bit. Sorry to jump on you there again, Jensen.
I think he lost a lot. I think he lost about 2.5 seconds sector 1. He was 30.0 in sector 1.
Oh right, that Pele, oh yeah, he's using no L's, I should have noticed that. So where is Senna? Sector 1 on a hot lap. We'll stay with the Belgian man.
Yeah, Pele pulls into the pits. The centre 27.7, sector 1. Says purple on the track map for me, but I don't know.
So I think, is that PBs it shows us, or is it lap best? I've never known this.
I think it might be lap best for the actual person who's putting in
so personal sectors, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, I've done one-shot qualies and purples don't pop up if you're slower than other guys.
Yeah,
It's an interesting.
Strange, isn't it? And I don't think it's anything the game's ever fully explained, so it'd be interesting to see if we could actually figure that one out. I think it is PBs, but it'd be interesting to know for sure.
Pedro got a purple in sector 1, and he got 28.5.
So
and
yeah.
His back end just sliding out of there.
So Senna goes P4, 26.1. Mike currently 3/10 advantage on pole. Obviously Nelly in the mediums 26.4. He's got a lot of time in the pocket.
Yeah,
Zero done a 25.6. He's a driver that will find time for sure. And is Zero in his Alpha T? I think he is. You better happy with that.
Yes, he is. Mike is just starting his flying lap.
Yes, on board now. Oh, that was a weird angle. So I'm unsure of our best sector. I wish we could see, like, should give us an extra screen to show the best sector times of the session. That would be timings I would like to see on the screen, to be honest.
Wow, 2 temps up in sector 1. That was a very fast sector 1 for Mike. And he's only just going to carry that on the rest of his lap. As he comes up to 9 and 10, he's got a car in the way. Hopefully he gets out of the way. Looks like it hasn't really got in his way at all. As they all pull to the side.
Sort of lovely looking clean run coming up here from Mike.
A little bit on the curb there. He didn't want to do that. That's going to lose him a bit of time, and yeah, he's 6,000 down.
Has he got time to find in the last sector?
I think he might a little bit. He just has to claw it back in the final corner. I think probably a tenth or 2.
And he backs out.
The pits. He's down on his time. I think there's no point of finishing that lap. But you see, there's some to come for Mike.
SPW slots into 3rd. Another solid runner through the first few weeks of the season. So I'm showing SPW showing a good turn of pace.
Lewis, he's 3 temps up, and he might take pole position off Mike for now. He's going to run up to the line. F. Lewis, and it is pole position. What a lap from F. Lewis.
F. Lewis. Yikes! That shocked me, Jensen. I was not expecting to see F. Lewis up, and I think Mike as well. He'd probably be scratching his head a little bit, like, yeah, I was not expecting the lap time like that to come. No disrespect to F. Lewis, I did say he showed potential. 0 though, 6 tenths up, Jensen.
6 tenths up, what? Sector 1, 27.3. Those are near world records. Sector 1 times. 0 is on a flying lap now. He's already theoretically on pole if he claws his lap together. I think his sector 1 on his previous lap wasn't the greatest. So, and Pelly goes P1. Pelly takes provisional pole, 25.1. As 0 is 8 temps up now. He's on for a 24 if he finishes this lap. And coming through the final corner, he just needs to get this right. That was spot on. And I think this is going to be
24.5.
It's going to be a high 24. It's 29. What a lap from 0. That was class act from him.
Very, very good stuff there from Vapor, filling in on the Alpha Tauri seat this evening. And whoever that Alpha Tauri driver is, if he is watching, he's went, whoa, thank you very much, sir. So let's see if we can find some other guys on hot laps.
I think it's Tanner that he's filling in for tonight.
Yes. So Nelly going again now on his medium compound tyre.
So I think he's going to try and commit to a medium start. I think he'll have enough time to come in and get a new set of softs on. It's looking very on edge that time actually. As he goes through sector 1, he is half a temp down. Actually,
Williams over cutting some grass way off circuit
there.
there.
Maggi's out. And he's out in the pits as well. Slamaji, I think, is happy with his time. And he's just going to keep that. And go for that P6 time.
For some reason, Sibo's fastest lap is utterly frozen in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen. It will not go away.
Yeah, it was for me as well. I think pause the game and then unpause it. It might.
No, went to 0 now.
Is it? It might disappear now.
Now it's gone. There we go.
Yeah, Nelly is half a temp up now, so he's gained a temp in sector 2. On that lap, he could put himself into P12 with this lap. Which you probably want higher.
He won't
oh, he's out of the final corner,
he's out
of qualifying. Nelly losing at the final corner, pushing to the max on that lap, and he's lost the lap. And he's not going to have the opportunity to go on the softs now. So he's going to have to commit to whatever he can outside the top 10. Which could be a good or bad thing for him. We don't know what's going to happen now.
Wow.
The race is spiced up.
That blows things wide open. Evening, Glock. Evening. It's a pleasure to see yous, as always. So, Pedro and Surge are only 2 drivers not to do a lap thus far. ISRL Chris, I think he is on a lap.
I think they're the only 2
No, he's actually charging.
Not come out on track yet.
Senna Martins. Oh, and he's dropped the car as well. Oh, but he keeps it away from the wall.
That seems to be a very, very easy place to lose the car there. It's not even like you're getting on a traction zone, going through another corner as well. Turn 15 or turn 14, then you have turn 15. This is the little right king.
So JN Tech's looking to improve. He's coming up to the last corner on the circuit. His Williams on the medium compound. Oh, and he's dropped the car as well. That's what's happening at this last corner.
Oh, he's going to be careful of the car going through behind him. I think, yeah, he's okay. The Red Bull driver of Mikey, I think that is starting his lap. So I don't think that is much of an issue for him.
What is happening at that last corner, Jensen?
I don't know. I'm going to ride on board with everyone through the last corner, see how they're getting through that. Or at least on their hot laps anyway. And
Laser says 24-2 is possible, someone nails the lap.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No, he said that is, yep. Just maybe not here.
We know you will, Nelly, man. Yeah, that's really spiced up the race there. And our championship leader is going to be having to fight his way through the field.
So yes, Nelly fighting through that. We want to watch. He'll give us some space further back in the grid as he tries to make his way upwards, as well as.
Yeah.
I mean, Zero looks pretty comfortable at the moment out front. Mikey now 3 tenths up, looking to get himself 3 tenths. He's going to put Mikey inside the top 5. So, or inside the top 6. So some good gains for some small lap time. The joys of a more compressed field.
Here we go, and
he does. He goes P5.
And SPW is the next driver on a lap. I think Mike is also on a lap. Mike a 10.5 up.
Is Mike ahead? Oh, he's a little behind, so SPW then Mike, that's good to know.
Yeah, and Pelly and Zero on their outlaps, coming to the final corner now, in preparation. And the drivers that haven't came out yet, Pedro and Serge, they've just came out now, or Pedro is on his lap. And looking like he's gonna put his car somewhere probably P11,
which I guess would maybe be where he wants to be. Does like that P11 slot.
P14, 2 tenths down, and that final set of B matches Nelly's time, and he goes ahead of him with it as well.
Oh yes.
Anyways, SPW improves to a 25.4. Mike, he goes to a 25.0. He does not get pole. He does not improve enough. Kelly, he gets a little bit hesitant through turn 8.
So Zero's
Zero
actually
a bit
ahead.
down as well.
Yep. Do you have any
what's
other
the lap
drivers? Mikey, is he coming to a
Adam
lap?
is
I
up.
think he is done. Yep.
Adam can make some big gains here. Same with Chris. And Senna is so many more laps left to go. And here comes Zero. He's up on his time. Coming through sector 2.
Adam goes
and
P6.
brilliant time from
25.5.
Adam there. He beats Mikey by 1,000. And Zero, he lost a 10th and a half the last lap that he did. What's he going to call back in the final sector? Here comes Zero, and it's a 24.8. What a lap from Zero. And
Where are we? Senna, I think, was a little bit up. He comes to the lane. Can he get himself inside that top 10? He goes
P10.
P10.
you probably want Chris to beat it,
ISRL
though,
Chris,
this
yep, I
way.
think he's just about to dispatch him, and Chris goes
Yeah.
P9, putting Matoman down to P10. That drops Senna Martin out to that top
That's
10
it.
slot. I think Pedro's
That's
on an
qualifying
in-lap, so
done now.
quali is over.
Yeah, I think Senna will be happy that he got knocked out just. He's got the comfort of a free tyre choice now.
So Zero on pole. I think he'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's a good place to reserve. Close, only a couple of tenths in it. Not a tenth and a half. Just over a tenth and a half,
If he-
so...
And if he doesn't win, or if he does win, if he doesn't get to race in Bahrain, sure, you don't really have to matter about that, because he's
No.
not going to have to start last. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting, this race. Mike not far behind as well, only 2 tenths separating them, and Pelly half a tenth behind that. F. Lewis half a tenth behind Mike and Pelly, and very close between 5th and 7th.
Oh, has the game
then-
done this buggy
yeah.
stuff?
Oh no.
This is because drivers
Guys in the
retire.
pits. It's Mike. No, I think it's just Mike coming to the pits.
This has been saying pit for a little while, I think.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Yeah. So now we'll wait for a 5-minute break, but yeah.
So I was actually just about to run through the rows on the grid, but there. So row 1 will be Zero and Mike, row 2 Pelly, F Lewis, row 3 SPW, Officer Duffy, row 4 Mikey and Maggie, row 5 Chris and Martoman, row 6 Senna and Chris Staps, row 7 Dr Special Energy and Pedro, row 8 Nelly and Ranger, row 9 Sibo and JN Tex, and row 10 Surge. Surge no lap time.
He's going from the back, it looks like. He didn't get a lap in the final runs.
Oh, I don't think TTG Laser saying Adam said I can race. I don't think he'll get in the session now.
I think he did set 1 that he validated after that. So,
Ah, so Surge maybe went for the one run in the medium compound, invalidated the lap, and no time to get another run.
well, I mean, he likes the free choice at that. He usually likes going from the back, the free choice of that. So it's going to be interesting to see if the guy's gone the hards or mediums from row 6 back.
Yes, and we get some big hitters on the rows as well. Some big guys need to make some big moves. So I don't think there's nobody inside the top 10 on the mediums, no. All soft runners, weren't they?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's no one inside the top. Oh, Zero got this. Zero could start on the mediums for some reason.
Glock says alternate strat is OP.
We'll have to quickly make sure Zero starts on the softs. It says he's on mediums at the moment. He says he can't get off medium tyres. Oh god, what's happened?
That's a very strange bug.
I think because he joined late, I might have done that. Hold on. I think I know the solution to it.
What is Zed's solution?
Solution is go to the race strategy, add some stints, change them to different tires to the softs if you can, and then change the first stint to a soft stint or something. It's a very I don't know, like.
Mixes yet again random reserves. You still get your points as long as you finish behind them.
If Zero can't start on the softs, I don't know what's gonna happen. How about that? They won't let me send my message on Discord, so.
Oh, great. It's
My
not an
Wi-Fi's
OTL
playing
Monday
up
without issues.
Wi-Fi's always playing up for me now. Wireless connection anyway.
Ah. So,
Big issues with that.
I wonder what happens there. Does Mike get the pole point? Because that's a
Is there a pole
championship
point?
point.
Is it a fastest lap point? Is
I
it a
think
pole
there's
point and fastest lap?
pole point and fastest lap point. So, I'm curious. Because pole point's a championship point. So essentially, if there's a reserve and they take pole, and you don't include them in the race standings, would you include them in the quali standings? Like if you were getting points? I guess not. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Zero got onto softs.
There we go. He found his way to them
Yes.
in the end. So that has equalised the race back again. Now we have our grid, looks like almost ready to go, and only one guy on the hard tyres, which is Pedro, in the bottom 9 drivers.
So yes, I forget, I can look at that in Race Director there as a look at our bottom 9. Give me 1 second before we start, please, Jensen.
Yes.
I am back, Jensen, and the chat. So we are set for the Bahrain GP. Well, we have a duel in the desert, our very own. Where OTL doesn't tend to do duels; it does more like quads and 6 duplets.
Or 20, let's.
20 let's, yep. I could live with that if they want to race 20 strong. Let's do it. Let's have some.
Ah, I see a duel in the desert of the Alfa Romeo boys, though.
Adam hasn't flushed or washed his hands. Damn. What a stinky. You're a stinky man, Adam. Guys, please, before the race, if you haven't already, the channel appreciates if you would drop a sub. And if you haven't already, please like the video. The more, the merrier. And me and Jensen will do our best to entertain you, which I am sure the OTL guys trust when we say there's some guys in here that like a dive bomb and like some big moves. Nothing crazy or overly drastic. They're all very fair. But you will see some great moves.
Do you know who's doing the start today?
I think
I don't know.
Adam. And we have a tick. So we are start. Oh, as in the lights out. I think it is yours, Jensen.
I don't have internet, so I can't see previous streams. Hold on.
It is
my
you.
internet's back.
It is you, sir. Yes.
Okay.
I will. I have no car audio. Oh, there we go.
There we go. The form lap. See the tyres. Anyone making any late changes? There was one late change, JNTX onto softs in P18. So he is going softer tyre, aggressive strategy to maybe a soft hard or a soft medium or something like a 2-stop. But
So the Alfa Romeo boys look set to score some really big points again, don't they, Jensen?
yeah, it's either a constructive evening for them or a duel in the desert.
Disaster, but
As
let's
you
hope
said.
that's not the case. Let's not have that. Alpha
You never
R
know.
boys. Let's
It
not
might
do
be a
that.
duel in the desert, but it might not be a disaster.
Nelly says good luck. He intends to put on a show for us all, I am sure. OTL only does, they do nothing short of shows, so I'm just excited as you are as drivers as I am to watch it. So predicted strats if they're on the mediums hards, lap 13 to 15. If you're on the softs, the game's saying 2-stop. That probably won't be the case. You may see some guys try the 2, but I think optimum strategy is to do the 1-stop, especially if you're outside that top 10.
So I don't think OTL doesn't know Vapor's over yet.
I guess they're about to.
Yet. Racing Hub history used to be here, I think, for 1 season, 1.5 seasons for H4R,
Yes.
which was a few months back.
Rip HOR.
Yeah. Took 3rd in the championship in season 9 for that, and of course left halfway through season 10 for that, but now we're a new age or new era. I don't know how to put it, but
New era,
we
I
get
think
the
that's a
racing.
good word for it.
Yeah.
A new era. I like that. So 17 guys along for the start of the race, good to see. Jensen has all lights out for this evening. I will do my best to stay in tune at the back.
Yeah,
Try not to interrupt the action.
Interrupt all you want, mate. If
Unless
you
there
see
is,
anything
only if there's a
happening.
big one.
Yeah. And the cars are black, lining up now. Wait for a camera angle to see this, and waiting for the lights now. Here we go. We've got 5 lights over the drivers, and a long lights out, and away we all go. And it seems like a very good start for Vapor Zero at the front. He's going to hold his lead into turn 1. Both Alfa Romeo's going to go side by side. And we're going to look down the field. There's a bit of contact at the back, but everyone's looking like they're keeping it clean through here. And there's a bit of big moment for the Ferraris at the back. Pelly is past Mike, going through the first sector, and both Red Bulls, a brilliant start from both of them, and both McLarens scrapping it out through sector 1. And everyone's kept it very clean, Chris.
Yes,
Bahrain,
same
which is
for
very
the further backside of the grid. We've had some wheel bangs and some
it's been
chips
a
and
bit of a
changs.
moment there. It's SPW and Adam. They have had a collision at turns 6 and 7. And they have gone from P6 and P7 to all the way down to P18 and P19. And Ranger, what's happened to Ranger? He's got damage as well. Maybe he might have been something to have caused that.
So
But out the
SPW's
front-
got away with no damage, and neither is Doofy, I don't think.
Yeah, I think Ranger might have been the catalyst in that. Might have caused that, but at the front, Zero has pulled a second already. That's what he needed. He hasn't used much as well.
Interesting to see as well out front there, Jensen Pelly has got the better of Mike in the early stages of the race.
And I think the
And
order
here goes the
changing
timing
up there.
screens, as usual.
And the lap counter is not fixed, Codemasters. You were wrong.
You lying mother truckers. How dare they? So I'm not even going to try and change any positions at the moment until because I have no idea where
Yeah, I
anything
don't.
is.
The gap's all wrong as well, and yeah, we don't know what's happening. Oh, it's all filtering out now.
So
And yeah.
where is who and why and when? I think the running order is Vapor from
Lewis
Pelly.
is out. No, he's out at turn 7. He spun off the curb, it looks like, if crashing on the left-hand side. And there's no safety car at all that's been brought out for that as well.
So I guess if that is a legitimate, just a drop of the car, which F. Lewis, if you're watching, it's best to put a clip in if he's just dropped the car there. Commiserations, but very strong position now set ahead for him next week. That would be
F.
pole position.
Only F.
Oh no, no it won't be, will it?
Only if he did get taken out, but if he dropped the car, that
yes.
would be him at the back.
Oh
afraid.
yes. So Zero
Zero's only got 2
checked out,
seconds.
derating that lap, so he spent a bit of ERS. Mike just chilling. I'm getting the DRS marker for Mike, but not open off the flap. Pedro picked up his first penalty of the race.
Mike is almost at 100% energy here. He's just been saving behind Pelly. Pelly about 60%, Zero 40. Let's see, all going to turn. Well, the top guy's going to turn 4 at the moment. Nelly's made up some good ground in the front. F. Lewis left the session.
We got Kristaps V here coming up for a run in GN-Tech, so I thought we were going to see a big move into 4, but he chooses against it that time around.
Oh,
let's go
big
back.
Moment.
Sorry, on you go, Jensen.
Yeah, I think it was Kristaps got a big moment coming out of the corner there. He's understeering a lot through these corners. It's disadvantage of the mediums there.
Biggest gainers of the race so far. Matoman's up 5, GN-Tech's game 10, Nelly up 8, Surge, the brother-in-arms, up 8 as well. Our biggest losers, SPW, Officer Duffy, as we've seen. Pedro's lost out a couple, but being the only guy in the hard, he was going to suffer early in the race. It was just about keeping himself out of problems and allow the hard tyre to come into the zone. He's now staying on at the back of a good pack of 5 rivals, so he just needs to stay there and let the hard tyre do the
look
stint.
at Sibo. This is a big train of cars now. It's only Zero and Dr. Special Energy that haven't made or gained positions, and that's now changed as ISRO. Chris makes a move, but he doesn't make it stick.
So Senna's going to go for a move. Sorry, Jensen, he's going to pull to the inside of Kristaps down the main straight, and Surge is going to go to the inside. Could Surge then make a move, and Senna, he's going to think about that inside line. Oh, not quite close enough. Kristaps gets held out on the outside.
SPW, is he too late? There's big wheel banning 3 wide into turn 1. They're coming out of turn 2. Oh, there's been a big moment there for all the guys, and there's a big move from SPW there, and Sabu pulls a big dummy move and he goes to the inside.
Yes, this is a bit of a car and track of cars, a collection of cars and a half. So Jensen, and SPW's managed to break about there. Sibo struggled a bit on exit, and ISRL Chris is going to fling one round the outside, get better traction, and Dr. Special Energy gets another run up on the inside line, or the outside to inside line. For down the hill, and Pedro's got through an Officer Duffy as well, so he's starting to make gains.
Sibo holding his own against the Renault, but I think Dr. Special Energy's got this one now as they come into turn 11, but he's holding on around the outside. And is it still there? No, he can't. He's going to drop down into P15.
Look at that understeer he has, because and his teammate's going to take advantage of that, send one down the inside.
Oh,
Pedro's not quite got the traction enough, so Duffy gets back through and Pedro now.
Yeah,
so all the action happening at the back.
There. Look at Pedro, he's eyeing up a move on Adam here. This is going to be...
Sibo stays out, interesting.
Even that damage is interesting. That Ranger on the hards. Zero, a 5-second gap after.
Big send round the outside for Officer Duffy. He'll give him the inside line for the kink of 2. She's got to keep the oversteer in check. And Sibo get the DRS out of that, so Adam will lose out. Needs to be cautious of Pedro behind as well. Pedro not quite close enough, and I think Pedro's just minding his own business on his hard compound tyre. We've got Surge and Senna kind of continuing their battle, but still slowly catching up.
Yeah,
to the back of GN-Tech
and Matoman as well. This battle has been going on for the whole season between these two.
Yes, SPW usually in there somewhere as well, but unfortunate circumstances at the start of the race. It'll be interesting to see actually what happened there, Jensen, because not 100% sure.
Sure, things will be sent in after the race.
Kristaps V showing a really good turn of pace in this medium compound tyre. He's right up on the back of Senna and
Look at
Surge now.
Zero. Zero's 0% energy.
None left
Kelly
in
and
the
Mike
tank.
keeping it decent. You there, Chris?
Yes, sorry.
You went very silent there.
I was away in my own little world just watching, Jensen. That is apologies. So,
What's the best one, Gene, Chris?
jump to
He
that.
goes around the outside. Beautiful move.
Chris goes for the switchback. No, but I think Dr. Special will have DRS. Yes, he will.
He played that
So Duffy's
brilliantly
in.
there.
The pits. Pedro back into his starting position of the race of P14. Does Pedro get damaged? No, he does not.
So Mike, he needs to get closer to his teammate here.
Yes, what lap, Jensen, would you expect the one-stoppers from the softs to be coming into the pits?
One stoppers. Lap 9. Lap 8 on lap 9 for set of pods.
So pit stops coming up very shortly indeed.
I'd say as well, 2 stop is a dark horse strategy if you make it work. So, never.
Mikey looked like he was fainting on the pit here as he came down the streets. He trying to bait Mattelman into a pit stop. Was that what we see him play there? I think it was. Mad G, one of our first runners from the softs outside that top 10 to box.
I think about this time now the mediums are starting to become the quicker tyre. And by that now, Nelly is in P6. Only 1 second behind this battle between Mikey and Mattelman.
So Mike looks like he is now attempting to get a move done in Pelly. 90% energy for Mike. He's in cruise control. Driving very smooth, nice and delicate
Yeah,
on the
I see a
throttle
move.
application.
I see a move coming from Mike this lap on his teammate.
I think he needs to clear him because the other issue as well is Pelly has the right to the earlier, the better pit stop. Mike could essentially get sent deep, if he wants that pit stop on his call, he needs to jump Pelly now.
And if he does get past Pelly's in a tough situation because if he was going to go late, he'll have to be forced to do what he's done.
And Pelly's going in.
Moves just at the last moment, but I think he moved just in time that he didn't cut the line. That was very close.
Surge and Senna now. Here comes Surge, he'll pull back into the toe as he gets the DRS. Stick that overtake on. Big overspeed now between the two cars. To the racing line he goes. Senna will hold it.
As well.
Oh, he's making
it. Ran outside. And is he going to make it sticky?
Oh, and Senna's dropped the car! Is he out?
No, he's kept the car, but he might have lost an end plate. I don't know. That curb is caught up with Nikita Mazepin in the main race at Bahrain in the real F1. But yeah, that's a very, very big loss there for Senna as he is going to have to recover.
So look at this now, Jensen, sorry to jump on you, we've got Nelly, Matt and Mikey. Nelly looks like he's about to strike a move and Mattelman will switch to the racing line, try and send one round the outside, not quite there, switchback could be on. Better traction than Mattelman. Mattelman's parking his car in the middle of the road. Good driving and defensive positioning. Oh, and he absolutely sends it! What a move!
He's going to get the power down. He needs to be in a DRS for the next straight. He is just...
What an overtake! That was a good move. He did say he was going to put on a show and he just absolutely yeeted it. Mikey boxes too. Mattelman peels away as well. So Mike extends. So our two rivals in the championship over the last couple of races, Nelly and Mike out ahead. Vapor, Mikey and Mattelman all in the pit. Surge will take over what I think will be the P3 position.
So Zero, he has gone onto the hard compound tyre, so that should be a definite one stop to the end. But he's got to watch the tyres at the end. He's going to have the outlap. He'll be able to warm up these tyres.
And Ethan confirms there that he's dropped it on his own. It wasn't an instant. Oh, that's unfortunate, buddy. You were showing some very, very good pace this evening. Bahrain short next week. I think you get your elbows out there. You could be a strong podium contender.
So Mike is losing out a lot of time to Nelly now. By the time Nelly pits, I don't think he's going to lose too much time as well, and he's going to have a faster pace in the hards.
So I wonder if Mike's worried of the soft tyre at the end, and he's maybe trying to extend the soft as far as he can to have just a bit more tyre.
He's coming in now, surely.
Yeah,
there he
that
is.
is the pit. And he comes in the box with 77% ERS. I think he could have probably spent a bit in the tank.
Well. By the time he gets into turn 1, he's going to be 100% ERS. So, oh, that was a bit of a slow stop from Alfa Romeo there. Very late getting the wheels off.
So the two brothers lead the race. Sorry, Jensen.
That's okay. Chris. Yeah, both of them doing well at the moment, and the net race leader is coming up on Serge. So this is going to be interesting because Serge is probably going to try and do his best for his brother, or let him through. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Oh yes, could Serge lend a favour and not be overly aggressive, but he can defend well and just make Zero's
he's got plenty of energy as well.
A little, and Zero has 10%. He
shouldn't be using this. He shouldn't be using all his energy if he wants to have a go. But he is, and that's probably going to be
very costly. Yes, I could see him getting very much stuck.
And Pelly's managed to jump Mike by a lot on those hards, but he's going to be on the knife edge at the end of the race.
So when did Pelly pit?
I think he pitted at end of lap 7.
So 7.
Yeah. As soon as Mike got past him, and here comes Zero, and Serge's not defending at all. He's just letting him through, and he's going to tuck back into the slipstream though.
And
is he going to have a go at it?
He can
no, he
take
isn't.
this position back, maybe on the DRS, as long as he's got these exit right. Oh, Zero's got a very good exit out of 1 and 2. He is off.
He is.
Dr. Special Energy gets overtaken by Pelly, but Pelly has a big moment oversteer as he gets out of 3, and Dr. Special Energy is going to go back up the inside on the run to 4. Pelly in the better tyre will try and hold it in the outside line, and he does. Dr. Special Energy tried to leave space, touched the inside curb, just unsettled the rear of the car. You've seen him on a small four tyre slide there, and that allowed Pelly just to drive away out the corner.
That little battle might help Mike a little bit, get closer to his teammate. Mike on 100% ERS, I'm pretty sure he hasn't used anything really over the last few laps, as he's just comfortably going at it. And looking at the gaps, he is exactly 10 seconds behind Zero at the moment.
So time to find, for the first time in OTL, that Bahrain seems to have split the drivers up quite openly. We have this pack of Kristaps, Pelly, Dr. Special Energy and Mike, but the packs are there because of contrasting pit stops at the moment. Once guys take their official, the other guys take their official first stop of the race, yeah, the grid's going to be quite open. But never underestimate OTL for the safety car. Imagine Pedro going at it.
As soon as you say that,
oh,
you have caught that.
Oh,
and Nelly,
wow.
that's the perfect timing for Nelly. Nelly has really had this set for him right there now. That is perfect for him.
Wow,
If he pits,
I just
he's
Murray
gonna come
Walkered
out,
everybody.
yeah. He's only going to come out P2, Nelly is. He might come out Peli. So Nelly versus Zero for the win, it looks like this is going to be.
And poor
Zero,
Mike, he has been crumbled.
The gaps are so far apart here. Nelly has to go for the hards.